So, as you can tell by the title of this video, which is pretty exciting, I'm freezing. That's not what you can tell by the title of this video. I'm just gonna, like, get warm. This is Old Wives' Tales gender prediction. So there's literally everybody this pregnancy, and I don't know if it's because I've already got a girl, and you know, most people, when they're like, oh, you have a girl, so this time you must be having a boy. I don't know if that's why everybody's telling me that I'm having a boy or not, but I was scrolling through Pinterest not that long ago, like 20 minutes ago, not even 20 minutes ago, like 10 minutes ago, looking for sensory bin activities for my daughter, because I'm watching a YouTube video and she was talking about how she found sensory bin activities on Pinterest, and I was like, you know what, I want to look them up. And I'm scrolling and it pops up Old Wives' Tales gender predictions. So I'm not going to do all of these, I don't think. There's 17 here. And let's see. Well, maybe I can do them all. Okay, so we're gonna start. This is says 17 Old Wives' Tales to predict your baby's gender. So the reason I'm doing this today is because it is 11:49 a.m. and I have my anatomy scan at 2 o'clock today. So, oh, I'm freezing. I gotta grab a blanket. Alright, that's a little better. I have my anatomy scan at 2 o'clock today, and we're finding out what we're having. And, I wanted to do this before I found out what I'm having, because I thought it would be fun, because I literally just found it, and I called my mom. I was like, do you think this would be fun? She's not here though. She's at my brother's house. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start out this video with my thoughts. So I've told everybody, I was like, I think it's a boy, but I feel like it's a girl. Or no, I feel like it's a boy, but I think it's a girl. One of those ways. I can't remember off the top of my head. But the reason that is because this pregnancy has been different than my pregnancy with my daughter. Although I know every pregnancy is different. I still am not gaining any weight, and I'm 20 weeks and 6 days today. Tomorrow I'll be 21 weeks. So those are different things. Like, I have not gained weight this pregnancy. By this time with my daughter, I don't remember how much I weighed or how much weight I had gained. But I really haven't gained any weight. I started out my pregnancy with my daughter at 162 pounds, and then I dropped to like 152, and 2 days before I gave birth to her, I weighed 192. So that's how much weight I gained with my daughter. So technically I gained 30 pounds from the start of the pregnancy, but overall I gained 40 pounds because I lost 10. And this time I started out my pregnancy at 182 pounds, and I've been staying around 171 to 174, and I just got over being not sick, but I had like a bout of sickness. Like I had this whole day where I was just like throwing up, like 4 separate times, but like a lot each of those times. And my stomach hurt and everything else. So I was just like in bed and just lounging around the house that day because it hurt to move. And every time I moved, I wanted to vomit. So, sorry about that, but let's get started because I have my doctor's appointment soon and I'm going to have to leave in a little over an hour. And then my husband's on his way home because he had a work thing he had to do today. I've gotten my iced coffee. I just think it's not sweet enough today. I got the caramel one. But I don't know. I wanted an iced coffee and I got the iced coffee and I'm not liking it too much. I usually get the frappes from McDonald's, but today I went for the iced coffee and I think it's just because it's something I'm not used to. That's why it tastes like that. But where I'm from, we don't have Starbucks. So, I couldn't get an iced coffee from there, which I don't think I've even ever had an iced coffee from Starbucks. So, the first one says, are you carrying high or low? Carrying high is supposed to indicate a girl, while low is a boy. So, I don't think, probably low. Because I haven't really puffed out yet. Because I still have that layer of some blubber from when I was pregnant with my daughter, because I never worked that off. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with carrying low. So that's 1 point for boy. Are you experiencing acne or skin blemishes during your pregnancy? Rumor has it that is a sign of your baby girl stealing your beauty. So I noticed this pregnancy. I don't know if it's around the same time each month, but it is like once a month. I'll just break out in like 1 or 2 areas. But it hasn't been that bad. But I have had pimples and stuff. So I think I'll put that point for girl. So we've got 1 boy, 1 girl point. How is your temperature? If you're feeling warm, it's a girl, whereas a chilly body temperature indicates it's a boy. So I'm freezing right now, but that's because it's raining outside and my air conditioner's actually working because it's cooler outside. But my overall temperature, I would say it's been lower because my normal body temperature, I don't know why we have one of the ear thermometers, it always reads like 99 something. Like almost always. And I checked it like a day or 2 ago and it was like 98.3. So it's been up there and down there. Like it's been both. It's been a little higher and lower. But like I said, even before I got pregnant, my temperature stays in like the low 99s. So seeing as I checked it and it did say 98.3 or somewhere around there. I think it was 98.3. I'm gonna go with boy. So we've got 2 points for boy. How is the baby's heart rate? A lower one under 140 leans towards the baby being a boy, while a higher one above 140 indicates you could be having a girl. So my mom keeps going by the heart rate and everything else. And last time I had a doctor's appointment, it was like 144. Somewhere around there, and that was at like 16 weeks. And I actually pulled out all of the ultrasounds because I have them in a photo album of my daughter, and compared her heart rates that I had to this baby's heart rate. And in the beginning of the pregnancy, they were both higher up there, and then about the 16-week mark, they were in the 140s. And I told my mom, I was like, this baby's got about the same heart rate as my daughter's. So I'm going to go ahead and say, because last time I got it done, it was in the like mid 140s, I'm going to go with another girl point. So we've got 2 and 2. What are your cravings? If the food you're craving are on the sweet, my camera decided to shut off on me. But what I was saying, if you haven't seen my pregnancy update video that I have on my channel from this pregnancy, I'll put it in the cards. But I had food aversions this pregnancy, so I craved stuff with my daughter, but I didn't really crave stuff with this baby. And then about 13, 14 weeks, I started craving sour stuff. So like anything sour, I was eating Warheads, I'd gotten sour gummies, like there's those like cherry balls that you can get at like Circle K's in like the candy stuff, and I got those, and I was eating those. I got the Warhead sour spray. I literally was craving anything sour, and I was trying new sour candies just to get my sour fix. But what is that really considered? Is that considered on the salty, savory side? Because it's not sweets, because it's not sweet, it's sour. So I guess sour stuff could be considered on the salty side. So I guess we got 3 points for boy, 2 points for girl, if I'm counting correctly. Alright, it says, how old are you? According to the ancient Chinese and Mayan calendar, if your age and the year you conceived are both odd or both even, it's likely a girl. If one is even and one is odd, it's a boy. So right now I'm 24. Right? Yeah, I'm 24. And it's 2021. When I got pregnant, I was 23. And it's 2021. So if we're going by when the baby was conceived, then it's a girl. If we're going by the age I am now, it would be a boy. So I'm going to give that point to girl, so 3 points. Did I lose count? 3 points for girl, 3 points for boy. Are you suffering from morning sickness? Yes. It says some say that morning sickness indicates that it's a girl. I find that false, because I was not this sick with my daughter. And it still isn't like terrible morning sickness. Like some people have it so much worse than me, and I feel so bad for them, because just me throwing up the little bit that I have. But I was like constantly nauseous for like 2 months, 3 months, and throwing up some of those days. So this one is leaning towards girl in that case. So we have 4 points girl, 3 points for boy. Is your skin dry? If your skin is more dry than normal, you might expect to have a boy. Well hydrated and smooth skin, it's a girl. This point automatically goes for boy. So we're 4-4. And the reason it automatically goes for boy is because I have been so dry and so itchy. I have used lotion on my legs more this pregnancy than I think I did all of last pregnancy. And I'm only halfway through it. But my legs have been so dry. I was actually scratching my legs yesterday, and my daughter was sitting in between my legs, and I just kind of like had mine around her and my leg was like propped up in the chair because she wanted to cuddle while watching a movie. And I'm scratching my leg and she just starts scratching at my leg too. It was so cute. It felt good too. She just tiny little scratches. It was so cute. But I've been so dry, so we're for boy, for girl. Has your partner put on any sympathy weight? If your partner or spouse puts on sympathy weight alongside you, it could be because you're having a girl. If your partner doesn't gain weight, it could be because it's a boy. Well, I think neither of us have gained any weight. I know I haven't, but I don't think he has because he doesn't look like he has. And you could tell when I was pregnant with my daughter, he did put on sympathy weight. So, 5 for boy, 4 for girl. Are you feeling a little clumsy during your pregnancy? If you're feeling especially clumsy, it could be because you're carrying a boy. Graceful like a ballerina, it's possibly a girl. So this is actually opposite. Because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was not as clumsy as I normally am when I'm not pregnant. But I was clumsy. I was walking into everything. I think I walked into a pole at work one day. Yeah, I'm that clumsy. I know I walked into a fence at one point. But this pregnancy, I'm actually graceful. But if it goes, I have hit myself a couple times, but it's only on the baby gate. And it's because it's such a narrow gap, it's really hard to like walk through without smacking myself. So I have hit that. But besides that, I think I have done really well, especially even for being as dizzy as I have been this pregnancy. So I'm going to go, this point goes to girl because I've been more graceful. So 5 and 5. Are you suffering from swollen legs or ankles? Swollen legs and ankles can indicate a boy. I have only had swollen feet once so far this pregnancy that I'm aware of, like noticeably swollen. And that was last week. I was up from like 8 in the morning and I started cleaning, and between 8 in the morning and about 9 o'clock at night I only sat down for like an hour and a half. And I know that's not good, but I was swollen that day. My feet felt like they had blisters on the bottom of them. They didn't. They just hurt that bad. I had to take a bath. And it was better. But so far, I haven't had any swollen legs or ankles. With my daughter, I was constantly swollen. And I think it's because of how much I worked and how often I was on my feet. But this one says if swollen legs and ankles indicate a boy. And I haven't had that really. So this point goes to girl. We're 6 points for girl and we're 5 points for boy. Do you have dreams about your future child? Rumor has it that your baby's gender will be the opposite of whatever you dream about. Oh, wow. So, I keep having dreams that the baby's a girl. So, I actually had a dream last night that the baby was a girl. So, with how this goes, we are at 5. No, I lost count. That's another boy point. I'll put it right here. Are you experiencing headaches during your pregnancy? Having a baby boy might explain your pregnancy headaches. So I have had headaches. And I don't know if it's allergies or what, but I have had headaches at the base of my neck so bad throughout this pregnancy. Majority of the time I have been able to manage it without taking Tylenol or anything. But liquid IV helps with that too. Not sponsored, but it helps because I guess it comes from like dehydration sometimes, or just the way I've been sleeping. But this is another point for boy for the headache. How is your mood during your pregnancy? If you're happy and calm, mother-to-be, you're likely carrying a boy. If you're feeling more moody and blue, it could be a girl. So, I'm still moody. But I am actually happier and calmer than I think I was last time. And I have had a friend tell me that I've been much nicer this pregnancy than I was last time, because I was like moody as all get out last time. So if that's the case, that's another point for boys. I think I'm at like 7 points for boy, 5 points for girl. No, they'll be up here. I lost count. Does smelly garlic affect you? If you're able to eat an extensive amount of garlic and not have it seep out of your pores afterwards, it's a girl. I don't even think I've eaten that much garlic this pregnancy. Maybe in the beginning of it, but I don't remember this, so that's another point for girl. We'll give that point to girl. How is your linea... What? I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. The dark line that often develops on your bump can actually help you determine your baby's gender. If the line continues above your belly button and not below it, you could be having a boy. If it stops at your belly button and doesn't go below, it's a girl. What? I don't even have a line. I don't have a line yet. I'm not showing that much yet. Is this one inconclusive? I think that one's inconclusive, so we're just gonna... We can give it to both, or we could just not give it at all. And the last one says, where are you carrying your baby weight? If your baby weight is out in front like a basketball, it could be a boy. If your weight is all over, it's a girl. So like I said, I haven't really gained any weight, but everywhere that the weight is in my stomach. So that's another point for boy. So that's it. That was the last question. So we're at like 8 points for boy, 5 or 6 points for girl. I know boy's ahead. My camera shut off on me again. After like 12 minutes it does that. So I asked my daughter what she wanted today, whether she wanted a little brother or a little sister. And she doesn't understand. I know she doesn't. But she kind of looked at me like, what now? And I was like, do you want a brother or sister? And she goes, sister. I don't know. I don't even think she knows what the word brothers or sisters mean. But it was so cute how she just went, sister. Oh my goodness. So that is pretty much it for this video. That was it. That was all the questions. Yeah, what do you guys think it is? Let me know down below. I will get this video edited out there. It'll be up before the gender reveal. I still have no idea what I'm doing for that, like at all. I told my husband last night, I was like, what are we gonna do? And he's like, why don't we just find out what it is first? Because last time with my daughter, we popped a balloon. I mean, we had already found out, but for like everybody else, we popped a balloon. And yeah, so I don't know. I thought about doing those little like twisty pop things, where like the confetti or like, yeah, I think it's like confetti comes out, and then they have ones at Walmart where you can like light it and it like smokes the color. I'm just gonna keep doing this because that's fun. But yeah, I'm still not 100% sure. For one of my friends, they'd gotten like the blood test done and they didn't know what they were having. They wanted me to do the like whole thing for them, so I had a canvas and I wrote "It's A," and I bought pink and blue spray paint. And what I did is I cut the label off of whichever one that it said the baby was, like pink for girl, blue for boy. And I cut the label off so she couldn't read what color it was, and shook it up, and she sprayed the canvas under where it said it's A. And they have a girl. They have a little girl. So ended up using the pink spray paint for it. But I don't think I want to do that this round. It was a white canvas and it was like bubblegum pink that I had bought. And it like didn't show up that well. You could tell it was pink, but it didn't show up that well on the canvas. But I don't want to do that. I just don't know what I want to do. I'm like at a creative downfall or something. I'm at like a creative disadvantage because my brain is just not wanting to function correctly when it comes to thinking of things lately. I would say the pregnancy brain has gotten a little bit better. Just a little bit. But yeah, so that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you want to stick around, and if you do, hit that subscribe button and the little bell bottoms, not bell bottom jeans. Hit the little bell icon so you're notified when I upload. And give me your video suggestions. What do you guys want to see? Also, after we found out we were having a girl, my husband and I had gone to Ross and we had bought like girl clothes, and we had gone to a children's place and we had gotten some like cute little outfits, and oh my goodness, I actually cried at the outfit at children's place. I did. You could ask my husband. I cried my eyes out. I bawled because that outfit was so cute. It was like a mommy unicorn head, like hugging a little baby girl unicorn head. They didn't have the bodies, they were just the heads. And it said mommy's little bestie. And I bawled for like 5 minutes in a children's place when I was pregnant with her. So I convinced my husband to take me to Hobby Lobby after the appointment. I doubt we're gonna go, but maybe I can get him to take me to like Once Upon a Child or something and buy like a couple cute little baby outfits when we find out what we're having. So I went on a tangent. Give me your video suggestions down below for what you guys want to see, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.